welcome back. This is part 2 of the 2005 Junior Cert project, the desk fan. This is the safety cover that goes in the front. It's made from clear Perspex, 3mm thick. I've covered one side in marking blue to hopefully make it easier to see. It's best to start this project with a square piece of material. It saves you a lot of hassle. We have two lines here that are important. They're at 45 degrees to the horizontal and vertical, and if you have a square you can get them automatically. So we're going to start with those, and we just join the corners with straight lines, and that will give us the centre of the piece of plastic as well. So that's first of all, that's done. I'm not sure how visible it is in the video. Hopefully it's okay. I also want a vertical and a horizontal line as well, so I'm going to use my T-square and draw those two in. So there we go, hopefully we'll be able to see this now. There you go, so you get this sort of a pattern. So if we look at this first of all, we've got 4 holes here, and then we've holes here, 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 and here, here. They're all on the same circle. We also have an outer circle, and we have this inner circle. We're going to draw the 3 of those, starting with the largest. The piece we're told is 96 in diameter, so half of 96 is 48. So I'm going to set my ruler or dividers to 48mm. I'm going to start at 10, so that means I go to 58. I'm also going to use my scriber just to make a little dent in the middle by leaning on it. We never punch Perspex, it'll just crack it. And the best way to draw a circle is to turn the piece, as opposed to trying to turn your wrist. So that's the outside circle. All the material outside that will be cut off. The next circle is this pitch circle for all of these holes around here. Tells you here it's radius 40 from the centre to the outer curve here, and these are radius 4, so the centre curve must be 40 minus 4, so 36. So again, setting my ruler to 36, or setting my dividers to 36. Let's draw another circle. Now, we know where some of the holes are then. We can identify these 4 straight away. There's one here, here, down here, and over here. Now these ones are 20mm apart, and we have the 45 degree line going this way, so if we put our dividers here and mark 10 either side, we have the centres for those. So I'm just going to make a little groove here. Ten on my dividers. And mark either side of those parts that I made on the 45 degree lines. To use the scriber then to make these deeper. Have a look at that up close now. So hopefully you can see those now. So we've marked out the centres for all of these holes. So now we're going to do the ones in here. So these have a radius of 12 for those ones. So again, 12 on the dividers. I'm going to draw a circle. And where that circle cuts the diagonals are where those holes go. So that's 4 of those in total. Okay, so that's all of the big holes where they're going to go. Now, this is a curve out here that joins the outside. It's a tangential curve to these holes. So we know that out to there is 40. So I'm going to put 40 on my dividers and draw bits of circles the whole way around. When we drill the holes then they should be tangential to those. So 40 on my dividers. Starting at 10 I go to 50. So the difference of 40. And I'm just going to mark part of each circle here. So like that. We're almost complete. We only have to mark out for 2 more holes. But before I do that, I just want to say I'm going to leave the marking of these tangents until I've drilled the holes. I can then just line the ruler up with this hole and draw that line in. Same all the way around. So these last 2 holes at the bottom here, they're on a pitch circle of 44. So I'm going to draw a 44 curve first of all. I'm going to do it down here. So 44 are my dividers. And we're told the distance between them is 12, so 6 either side of the centre line. Again, dividers set to 6 this time. And I'm just going to put it where the circle of 44 curve that I did crosses the centre line here. I'm going to put a little mark. And then mark 6 either side. And again, with my scriber, just make the mark bigger. And that's it. That's that part marked out. Almost. We do have these tangent lines, 8 of those around to do it. So we've holes to go drill now. These 2 out here are 3.5, as is the centre one. And then these are all 8s, all the rest of them. Okay, so I'm ready to drill. I'm going to use the 3.5 on all of the holes first of all. And for the 8s, that's going to be a pilot hole. So I'm just going to run through this, drill everything 3.5, and then I'm going to drill with a 8mm where I'm supposed to. that's the drilling done. I'm now going to do the tangents to the outside of these triangular-like shapes. So just to finish this off now, I'm going to draw these tangents in around the triangular shapes. So use your eye to judge it as best you can. And that's that done. Have a closer look at that. So that's our part all marked out. That's the bottom piece there, with the two holes. So now we need to cut that out. I'm going to use a bandsaw to cut around the outer circle, and then I'm going to use a scroll saw to cut the sections out of the middle all the way around. There's going to be quite a bit of filing after that. So that's the scroll saw work done there. Not too difficult, takes a little bit of time, a little bit of care. So all that I have left to do now is to file the outside, file the inside of these curves, and then polish the piece up, which you'll see in the next part of the video. So I cheated a little when I was filing the outside. I used the Woodwork Room's belt sander to get rid of most of the material around the outside circle for speed. But I'm going to finish it off now with the outside with a smooth flat file. And I also have a smooth round 150mm round file and a rough and smooth 150mm smooth files, and they're for the internal triangles. I hope not to have to use the round file, but it is in case there's any little damage in there. I'll be able to fix it up. So again, this all will be fast forward, get it done nice and quickly. And there was me just about to celebrate the fact that I had finished the piece, yet I had forgotten to drill the 4 other 8mm holes. So I'm just going to go do that now. So there we go, we have part 2 complete. It looks pretty reasonable. I spent about an hour with emery paper and these pads that are quite good at buffing after emery paper and taking out little scratches. It's a bit intricate in here. Trying to get in there with your fingers is quite difficult, so it took time. So it was about an hour in total on that. And then maybe another 10 to 15 minutes of using the polishing machine just to get the nice edges on it. Hopefully you can see that there. Bring it up a bit closer. So you can see there's a nice polished edge on it there. And just about see through it. The one downside of using this method was or the method of marking out where I did the blue and then used the scriber, was that all of those scratch lines from the scriber were and the dividers were in the surface. So I did have to spend a lot of time emery papering the surface and then polish it back afterwards. But I think the final result is pretty okay. Okay, that's it for this piece. Next part is part 3. See you in that video. Thanks for watching.